Hi guys, welcome back to Marantz Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Well, Markets with May is back at it. Of course, grifting off the crowd. And this time she's getting a little bit ridiculous, so I'm going to call her out on it because I'm done. I'm just done with people like this. This is Markets with May, okay? Here she is. She's going to tell you why Berkshire Hathaway should go ahead and have a look at AMC, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I'll explain. First, let's go ahead and push play because we want to hear her try to be somewhat southern and I guess ghetto. I don't know what she's trying to do.
Hey guys, it's May from Markets with May, and in this episode, I'm going to talk about why Berkshire Hathaway analysts and shareholders should have a look at AMC. Now, I realize this might trigger both my Berkshire Hathaway people and my APE AMC people, but
It's gonna do my AMC people. Shut up. What AMC people are you talking about? Who are you? You've been here for a month. You haven't even been in APE for a month, and you're telling people what to do with it, and then you're telling other companies what they should do with it. Have you even really studied this? I mean, I know people are giving you Q notes and you're reading them. That's why every edit and take you come back and forth from. You just can't talk about the stock, but this is crazy to me. I'm going to break down every point you're about to give. You're going to give us 5 reasons why AMC should become a Harvard case study. That's a damn joke, too. And why should it be Harvard? Why not Columbia, where you went? Harvard, because that's where Mr. Aaron went? Yeah, the way you talk about Adam Aaron is disgusting. As if he's great or if he's good at what he does. He's a failed suit for the last 20 years that every company he's ever touched. Just because you want to pick out the highlights of what he's done, I'll pick out all the lowlights. And you know why? Because it's right here in front of you. You're not as good as you were 20 years ago. Nobody cares what you did 15 years ago. It's about what are you doing right now. Consistency. And he's consistently taken equity out of the shareholders' value for everything he does. But let's go ahead and look at this. I'm going to push play.
But I'm going to do this video anyways because, quite frankly, in almost 25 years of looking at company, I have not seen a more interesting case study than AMC other than Berkshire Hathaway. For my Berkshire people, I'm going to give you 5 very distinctive reasons.
Did you say that right now? Other than Berkshire Hathaway, AMC is the most interesting ever? Are you joking? Like, what planet do you live in? AMC, really? I know like 500 other companies that are great that I would love to see their storyline come up here on the platform. You cannot tell me AMC's that great or that amazing. Really, I'll give you the whole story right now in a minute because you're ridiculous.
Reasons for what the payoff would be for you doing this effort. And AMC people, in order for some of the gamesmanship that you've been experiencing to end, you're going to need investors on the caliber of the Berkshire folks to either come in and support the stock outright at a price, or alternatively to just address some of the gamesmanship loopholes that have been happening.
Yeah, that's right. We need the moral police to come around and save us because AMC, the company, is not profitable. Somehow you're going to make this better, May. Well, that's what they need. We need AMC people. Why do you call them AMC people anyway? Why can't they just be investors? People that are in one stock versus another. You think everyone's 100% into AMC? I doubt that too.
Now, given the comments on my other videos, I already know some of you guys believe that the Berkshire shareholders are a bunch of hedge fund managers that short everything. That would be a misunderstanding of what this company is all about.
Objection, Your Honor. Leading. No, nobody said that. I've read every single comment on every single video you said. Nobody said shit about your Berkshire Hathaway investors. Your Berkshire Hathaway investors. Nobody said anything. Nobody calls them a bunch of shorters. Nobody calls them anything. They're value investors. Have you seen Warren Buffett? Have you seen one interview or read one book? Have you? Do you know Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett invest into red, white, and blue companies? Coke, Costco, See's Candy, what? What? You're joking. AMC? You mean the most manipulated company from within? The distressed credit that destroyed this company from within? That's like asking Warren Buffett and Charlie to go like this. Go, hey guys, can you guys invest in a series right now? We need it. We need the help. We need you to bail us out. I go, who are you? Some freedom knight coming through and saying, we've got the plan. I doubt Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger want to ruin their legacy by buying a broke down movie theater in the industry that's failing, the industry that's fading. But we'll keep going.
Berkshire investors are primarily value-based. Quite a lot of them would never short a company and aren't structured to do so. It's not their style of investment. And for those that do, they tend to have very specific reasons that they would and very specific things that they would say that should not happen. And for my Berkshire people, if you just give me a DCF argument in the comments, I'll be polite because I may see you at the shareholder meeting in the spring. But shame on you. I know.
Shame on you. Like you're like who are you talking to? Is this video made for AMC people or for Berkshire people? And like if that's the case, why is anybody watching you? Did Berkshire Hathaway watch your other videos? I might have missed that one. This is not a crew that you get into. It's ridiculous. I'll see you at the shareholder meeting. Oh.
You won't have watched through the end of this video and really understood why I think this should be a case study you should look at. Now, if you're a shareholder of neither, but you're just a finance aficionado and
she's talking to me. Shareholder of neither, just a finance aficionado, guy who just studies stocks. I'm right here. I invest into what? 2 other stocks. I invest into Costco and GameStop. That's pretty much it. I do have some T. Rowe Price. Don't get me wrong. But let's go ahead and see this.
Are curious what I'm going to say. Each of these 5 areas are actually legitimate white papers that could be written on AMC as a case study.
Let's see.
Now, the first reason you should study it is to study the management team.
Study the turnaround CEO case study. You're joking. Like, this is where I got to call you out on your bullshit, May. I mean, I know people are paying you to say good things about Adam Aron, but there's no way this is a turnaround case study. He didn't turn anything around. He ruined it for the minute he walked in. He's been there for 7 years. Unless he turned around in a circle, that's the only damn turnaround happening at CEO Adam Aron. There's nothing happening there at AMC. This guy walked in and he bought $2 billion worth of failed movie theaters, drove this company into the ground. Once everybody saw what was going on and tried to take their investment back, Wanda Group, everyone else, he sold it off to Silver Lake. He sold it off to Mudrick. He sold it off to retail. He's dumping bags everywhere he can. And you think it's a turnaround study? He's in bed with the shorters. Mr. Aron. Yeah, your guy. Your guy who's failed everywhere he goes. You think he was successful everywhere he goes? He's a suit. That's what he is. And he has been. For more than half of his life, he's been a suit. It looks like you're just a dress.
There aren't that many case studies of turnaround CEOs, and Mr. Aron has actually brought this much farther than most could have. The second reason is a case study in distressed corporate finance.
Distressed corporate finance, i.e. doing deals with distressed credit lenders. That's your case study? Sean Goodman's your case study? Sean Goodman got here in 2019. The same time AMC fired their auditing firm and hired Ernst & Young. Between those 2 people, they have since diluted, polluted, colluded, allegedly, the whole way through. What the hell are you talking about a case study? Are you talking about a negative case study? Not in the positive, right? He should be commended for what? Being overpaid? These are the highest. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Sean Goodman came onto the job, and the minute he came in was November and December of 2019. COVID hit, and this man hit the lottery. This man has made more than $12 million in the last 2 years before that. I mean, this is crazy. What are you talking about the bold financing? Let me tell you how smart they are. They took the equity from shareholders. They split it. They allowed their stock to get shorted all the way to the knees by the bondholders. Okay? And then they sold it back to the bondholders with the same equity that they took from investors at pennies on the dollar. It is an inside job like you've ever seen one. Manipulation from within. Distressed credit, that's what they do. They infiltrate the board. Silver Lake's out now. They just retired, and Lee Wittner, whatever the hell his name is, just left. That was Silver Lake. They had bought shares for $600 million. Can you imagine? You have Antura. Antura Capital comes in and buys 20% of AMC for $250 million. I'm ballparking numbers here. But are you kidding? The FPA tells me that they are going to get enough votes. They're going to be able to do whatever they want to this company. And you think they're going to hold this stuff? No, they're voting to convert. They're voting for everything that you just swooped in and bought at 80 cents. And it's phenomenal now, right? I mean, you're making YouTube videos about it. I want to buy this at 90 and 81. Who told you that they were going to convert? I ask myself that. But let's just assume nobody told you and you just saw a great value. That it was so far apart from AMC shares to APE shares. And it was just too big of a gap and you had to talk about it. Let's just do that one on your stocking stuffer video, right? See, I've seen them all, man. But what doesn't make sense to me is how you think that you can sit here and make videos and tell people that have been holding for 2 years, hey, vote yes, we need this conversion. No, you need the conversion. They don't. If they don't convert, shorts just get shitted on right now. Adam Aaron can't do that, though, because they already have enough votes to say yes. Your vote doesn't matter. Go read the fine print on the future pricey, whatever it's called, purchasing agreement. I can't even think at the moment because I'm so upset with you. I can't believe you think that you can put on lipstick and do your hair, come out here and speak in big words, and that's going to motivate the crowd. It doesn't work for me. It just doesn't, because I can see right through you. You're a suit, just like Adam Aaron and just like Sean Goodman. How is it that the first two things that you tell Berkshire Hathaway investors is that the leadership is the reason why they should be investing? How about the industry of movies being down 80% over the last decade? Who would ever buy into that? Unless you're going to get it for pennies on the dollar, which Antera just gave you a value on AMC at about $1.2 to $1.5 billion for the whole thing. They got 20% of it for that price. So why wouldn't it be evaluated that way the whole way through? You just agreed, Mr. CFO, to what it's worth. And all the shareholders are going to lose value in this. There's no way Berkshire Hathaway is going to touch AMC. What are they going to do? Pay off the $5 billion in debt? Who's going to let go of those bonds? Nobody. Okay, I'll keep going.
Whoever is his banker really deserves an award for Banker of the Year. The third big area of case studies is actually the exploitation.
She said third, and I see number 4 up on the screen. The third? You're exploiting me. You think the market manipulation is an issue? They are allowing it to happen on purpose. They could have stopped this a long time ago. But you know what they did, May? I know you were here, right? No, you weren't here. Okay. Before they announced APE, before they announced that they were going to do an additional preferred equity unit, you know what they did? They told all the insiders, hey guys, we're about to do this. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to allow all of you to sell your shares. They lifted the clause on the requirements for insiders to hold shares. They lifted it and they made a window of 13 months, allowing everyone to sell every share they had. And they continue to sell 99.9% of all shares in that time frame. Now they say they're going to ride with you. We ride with you. They have no choice because the bylaws state that they have to hold X amount of shares. Well, guess what they're going to do? They're going to hold them until they retire, and then they're going to sell. So why the hell would we even care about market manipulation when it's happening from within? You see, this has been my explanation of everything. It's not about the markets and the dark pools and synthetics. It's not about any of that. You want to beat hedge funds? You want to beat short hedge funds? Run a better business. Or allow your business to be manipulated from within. Who are you again, May? And where did you come from? Yeah.
Of regulatory gaps and failures. The fourth area sits within financial microstructure and is a discussion of operational deficiencies that have plagued this poor group of investors. And the fifth reason is the creation of an active, engaged, and supportive shareholder.
Did you just make that up? Shareholder culture and participation? You think that's a great thing right now? Nobody likes Adam Aaron. Mr. Aaron, I apologize. Nobody wants to be around this guy. You think they do. Because a couple of pictures or a couple of tweets that you might be reading, or you might be getting some comments in your videos. Thank you, May, for this analogy. Thank you for this follow-up. Those are for uninformed investors. Those are for guys who just got in and bought too high. But for all of us who bought in, I bought in at $8. $8, man. I saw it and I go, oh my God, this is a pump and dump. Been around the block long enough to know it when I see it. But for everyone out there pumping their chest, beating their chest like, oh, the short hedge funds are overexposed. Did you see the video I did yesterday on Antera Capital? They're not over leveraged. Nobody is. And they don't dive this deep, 22% into this company, 8% of their assets under management. They don't dive that deep unless they have a for sure thing. And they have a for sure thing. You can go ahead and make these hypothetical videos, this bullshit that you're doing, but this is not going to benefit anyone but yourself. You're going to get people to hold and say yes to a vote. And why? Because you own APE. Let me ask you this question, May. Try making this video. Try to answer this video, not in a text. Answer it in a video without all the edits, without all the cuts, without all the cameras, because I know you can do it. I've watched every other video of yours, and they're not like this. They're not this produced bullshit that you're doing. Talk to me. I'm a person. I'm an investor. Talk to me. Tell me the truth, May. How long are you going to hold APE? How long are you going to be here for? Are you going to be here for the recovery story, for the financial gymnastics that the CFO is so glamorous for? Mr. Aaron has been doing an amazing job, so you're going to stick with this value investment, or are you just looking to turn and burn? I'm guessing you're going to turn and burn. Berkshire Hathaway doesn't buy companies just to go ahead and let them go the next year. They're in it forever, certainly if it's a forever business. The movies are a dying industry, and Adam Aaron is a dinosaur. And you're just a dress. Have a good night. Keep making your videos, and I'll keep making mine. Hey, at least you'll get some views out of this one again. Peace.